Dun 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 dun. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the greatest show on earth. I am your host, Ingindra bint Ingindra, bint Violet, bint Akatosh, the first of my line. That's right. I mean, I was in Daggerfall. You might know me as Aliera of Wayrest. Obviously, Akatosh is my father. I don't think today is patch day. Just cross your fingers with if you hate patch day, just do the finger cross for me, like help a brother out here. I'm trying to get loaded. But yeah, way back in the day, the first forum was actually CompuServe that launched in 1993. AOL launched a year later. CompuServe was more technical. It would notify you via email that you had a message, but you could also respond in an email. So even though there were forums, that was a prototype for a forum. They had, the mods and the sysops and so on. And this guy from this indie company got together with his partner, Mr. Taylor, and he went and Mr. Howard posted, not exactly a want ad, but an offer on Scorpia, who wrote for PC Gaming Magazine. We didn't know any of this at the time, but she wrote for PC Gaming Magazine. He went to one of her forums, was for video games and so on, and said, we'll give you an advanced copy of the game. We need beta testers. You need to be serious beta testers. You need to know what you're doing. And 9 people responded who were qualified and got an advanced copy. My father was he was a hellacious programmer. He got offers from Bell Aerospace. Obviously, Bethesda invited him to do some more work and eventually, work with an eye to bringing him on. He declined. He went on to work for a Fortune 500 company, and until the literal day he died, he was involved in computer programming and computer development. So, but yeah, so here we are. My dad's Akatosh. So they put the 9 in the game because Arena was a roguelike. The struggle was real insofar as marketing went. So they were in development for Daggerfall, and they weren't entirely sure that they were going to be able to launch it. So I went and I talked to one of my girlfriends, and at the time I was into adventure gaming, and online it was, a very tightly knit community. So I was friends with some of, the major broadcast networks. One of their kids and I were running around, and then obviously, I had my own friends and whatever. And, kind of brought up to her that they were putting us in the game and they were putting me in the game. They loved my handle. Mara helped write my story. Mara she was actually in Arena. You can see her. She's Rhea Silmain. Very incredible woman, very interested in the gaming field. Definitely had the personality for it. So I was a lot more reserved. But, so the first few copies of my story that hit our desk, my dad sent them back. The church would have called him a lapsed Catholic. His dad did a lot of work for them and so on, so it's very prurient. We're together with fellow players to unlock secrets. This is all over the internet. Guidelines, track community, progress, etc. So this is me. I'm a glorious Khajiit. Not the best race to play for the storyline. Apparently they expect you to play something else, and I'm like, I'm in elsewhere. What else would I play? But far be it from me. The peon, the plebeian, this is the most beautiful artwork. Grotwood, this region is the south part of the Wood Elves Great Forest and home to more of the gigantic grot oaks than any other part of Valenwood. Its capital, now also the capital of the entire Aldmeri Dominion, is Aldmeri. So we're in Grotwood right now. In my last quest, I had to walk across the throne room and ask some people some questions. This is very like my real social life, so, I had to straighten some stuff out. And we're trying to get one of these little houses and become a briar. I love them so much. I should have gone. I always go elf, and I should have done it. Because the storyline is very much, it's tailored around the oppression of the Khajiit. And the Tharns are in it. So our old enemies, if you did play Elder Scrolls 1, Jaeger Tharn he tried to usurp the throne from Uriel Septim. The 4th? Oh lord. Uriel Septim. The 5th? I want to say the 5th. he started the third era, so he was born during this time period, during the time period of ESO. If you've never played it, Elder Scrolls is incredibly involved. It's a beautifully rendered, very deeply detailed, and from start to finish, if you've read my piece on the Dark Suns, you know, they brought in Brahm, the artist, to do the work with the team, and I was so taken by that as AD&D, you know, was evolving. I was so taken by that because it was so similar to how Bethesda chose to evolve. You know, they had this little office in an office building. We actually went to visit shortly after Daggerfall was released. Okay, so we're going to go see Alessio. We've got a dungeon. Talk to Emporus. We're mostly running political stuff, which is fine. I'm getting a feel for the place, and I really do I want to be picked up by the Wood Elves. So for me, this is a really cool thing going on. Yeah, it was a little office space, a little tiny thing. So they all worked together to develop, you know, the art department was incredible. They would draw not only the races, but also background behind them to give themselves an idea of terrain as they were working. Come on, friend.
I bring an urgent message from Rhea Opacarius, Chief Oracle of the Twilight Queen Azura.
I want to know about it. I don't know about you, friend.
That with Rhea.
Learn about
Too many
Twilight
eyes and
Queen.
ears here. She awaits you in the Cloudy Dregs Inn in Wayrest.
They want me to go home? Are you serious? I mean, obs, I'm gonna do this. Talk to Rhea above. That. Do we want to run the dungeon? Let's go talk to Rhea. Hold on, let's see if there's anything else here. Eldenroot Way Shrine, Eldenroot. The Snug Pot. They are so cute and I can't afford one yet. I really do need to run a dungeon just for the cash. It's bad. Anything else that I'm missing here? This place is so beautiful. I decided to go wait until Christmas for the sales and for financing. But I'm going to pick up a gaming PC because
your needs to this one.
These graphics are deliberately low res and they do offer you that option so that you can play no matter what computer you're on. Where are you? Let me make sure I'm oriented. Dungeon. And then where's Rhea? Talk to Rhea below now. Hold on. Go around and see. Abner Tharn is also below. Okay, that's fine. Abner, what are you doing here? This guy follows me around, I tell you what. Eldenroot Guard. Got some sort of ritual going on. You do the Skyrim Shuffle. It's an interesting name. Aldmari. Oh, oh, there's the Way Shrine. That's what that is.
Additionally, Eldenroot has many of its labor facilities, homes, and other elements of the community suspended within the Elden Tree's branches. Isn't that exciting?
I love that you can hear these conversations. They do a great job of mixing in what you saw in Baldur's Gate. Was the first time that I saw it, and my father was an incredible gaming aficionado. So very involved. Not a lot got past him. But you ran into cutscenes, in-game cutscenes. Abner Farm. Okay, so I have to hop for that. Not sure I want to do that just yet. Captain Janessa. Are you Captain Janessa? You don't appear to be. Navigator. I love that you can run the gypsy roads. That's such a cool thing. You know. Marga. What's up, sweet pea?
We're about to head out on a trading mission, heading for the glorious city of Rimmon in Golden Akina. You interested in coming, Walker?
The gypsy roads are legendary. Incredibly cool concept. Hello?
We can find room, depending on your destination.
Oh.
You know, there's a room
We can go to the
beneath
Aldmeri
these very
Dominion
roots.
there.
It's called an orrery.
But yeah, so they included that here. Stargazer Herald. Doom has come to Craglorn.
The stars have vanished.
Will no one help? You know? Odd. Cart to Belkarth. Apparently I'm going to Belkarth to talk to Rhea. Craglorn, though crossed by caravans and Covenant troops going to and from Cyrodiil, this wild region of eastern Hammerfell is a virtual no man's land. It's anchored on the east and west by the towns of Ellenhere and Dragonstar. Wayrest, Wayrest is part of the Daggerfall Covenant, so it gets mixed in a lot with other places. The Daggerfall Covenant is in northwestern Tamriel. If you don't have a map on you, if you're not familiar. Hammerfell is right in there. So there's like this little province that keeps trying to keep its independence. And in my story, that was my home. I married the King of Sorcerer and had a child with another man. An arms dealer, a dark elf, who later moved on to have all sorts of involvement with the Weimer, with my dad, ask about stargazers in the town above. Return to the cart, follow the debris path. I can talk to Rhea. I should probably. Stargazers are right here. You know, side questing, man. The struggle is real. The jokes are there for a reason. Let's see how far off down we are. So this is actually low resolution, which is fine. It's still incredibly beautiful. And just a great thing to work with. Hold on, I gotta sell some stuff. We gotta do some housekeeping is fun. I don't know.
Don't bother haggling. I can't control the prices. Supply and demand, you see.
I mean, I get it. Alright, so he wants to sell me stuff. What I want is a smithy. I want a forge. Forge. Ask about stargazers in town. Is there a place in town I should ask about such stargazers? Because I am not seeing it. Oh. Apparently, literally exactly right here. Swan Clod Kicker. How's the haps?
I didn't put any stock into the words of those stargazers until I saw my first sand giant. It cut a horse in half.
Yeah.
It's run so fast since I was stealing meat on the streets of Riften. Now we're all listening a bit more closely.
Tell me about the stargazers.
Everyone is these days. Funny how a few months ago they were just a bunch of star-obsessed loonies. Now they're the only folks with any idea what's going on. Their observatory is up on top of that big hill there. Can't miss it.
Come on, I love let's go for a walk. I love observatory. Einhara above. All of the architecture is different. Like I said, when the races were first conceived, they drew in terrain to give you an idea of their culture, of their, you know, what their architecture would be like, what their natural habitat is. Talk to Rhea below. Einhara above. Stay with me, friend. Alright, what do they have for us? Find and talk to Hara. Wow, this is really beautiful. Play at Nara. Oh, I'll just walk through their spell. We'll do that.
Speak quickly. I am very busy and our order is stretched to the breaking point. Of course, I'm sorry. You've come to help us and I'm being rude. Then I'll start from the beginning. A short while ago, the 3 guardian star signs, the warrior, the mage, and the thief,
that comes up in when you're picking your class in Morrowind.
I wish I knew. I've studied the stars my whole life. I've heard them speak, but now they're silent. It's eerie. All I know is when the guardians disappeared, 3 powerful beings started attacking Craglorn. They call themselves the Celestials.
That's of note.
I don't know. It's not a name I'd ever heard before. 2 of the Celestials identify themselves as the warrior and the mage.
So the thief went missing.
Third,
And the serpent is
Strangely
here
calls
instead?
himself the Serpent, after the 13th constellation. The thief is nowhere to be found. Stargazers consists of scholars who are no match for the current threat. We need champions to face the warrior, the mage, and the serpent, and,
Maybe
if
fight
possible,
gods.
to find the thief. Join us.
What
Thank
else do
you.
I have to do with
We
my
have a lot
time?
of work to do.
I have to become
But
an
first,
official member?
You must become an official member of our order.
Cool. Let's do a ritual.
Enter the Circle of Stars and accept our blessing.
Why not? They don't let me in church anyways.
Stars above, let this new light do your will.
Accept them,
Accept them,
stars.
O stars.
Let them always follow where you lead,
Oh, please aid them.
and bless them to restore those who have fallen from glory, our missing guardians.
Oh, please bless them.
That's not a mutra.
We must talk. Do not be afraid. I
Whoa.
am a friend.
You're the thief.
Forgive me. I did not know any other way to contact you without revealing myself. Even now, the Serpent's followers, the Scaled Court, are searching for me. I am the Celestial Thief. I appeared with the other Guardians when the Serpent broke free and manifested in Tamriel. One by one, the Serpent trapped the others. First the warrior, then the mage. He wants to do the same to me.
So they're literally stealing the stars?
Yes, they attacked Craglorn against their will. Listen, the Serpent's nature is chaos. He wants to undermine the very order of reality. He will not stop with Craglorn.
Swear to God with this place. You know, every time you turn around, someone's trying to literally destroy the
My
universe.
power alone is not enough. You must free the other Guardians. I will help you as much as I dare, but the Serpent is looking for me. If he ensnares me as he has the others, all is lost. Hara and the Stargazers will help you. Use their knowledge. Look for the presence of the Scaled Court. Where they are, the Serpent is surely at work.
I
But
can't
you
tell
must
anyone
not
I
tell
saw
anyone
her.
you saw me.
I guess,
The
you know, she
Serpent's
didn't really give me
followers
any
are
vital
everywhere.
information, so...
Of the 12 rightful star signs, it's the Guardian's duty to protect the lesser signs, our charges, against the destructive ways of the Serpent. With the warrior and mage under the Serpent's control, their charges are vulnerable. So is Tamriel.
Are you, like, tight with her?
It would be surprising if I didn't. The Stargazers are only dimly aware of it, but they carry an ancient legacy as students of the star signs. Their devotion has not gone unnoticed. In a way, just as you might look at a picture of the star signs and say, that's the thief, or that's the warrior.
You're an avatar, is what
Just
you're saying.
so, I'm the thief, or one way of seeing the thief.
Peace. See ya, son. So I get ported to a locked room. That's good. Probably.
You have been
Probably
accepted
found
by
my
the
way
stars above. You are now one of us.
Oh, cool. That's, you know, I was hoping for that.
The stars have accepted you. I just hope it is not too late.
You gotta
Volumes of
not put
prophecy
so
have
much
been written
pressure
about
on
the
us.
stars, but not even the oracles foresaw these events. Gather allies before you leave the city. You'll need loyal friends to face the armies of the
allies?
warrior, the
That's a new
mage, and
one.
the serpent. Return to me each time you learn something new. I will use what
You
you
mean
learn to devise a
information.
plan to defeat the Celestials. It appears that the Serpent has gathered the bulk of his forces in the mountainous region to the north and sealed himself within. So much the better.
Go get him!
That gives us a chance to learn what we can about this threat and plan a defense. Tradition holds that the warrior is one of the guardians who defends the other stars against the Serpent. But the warrior celestial who has recently appeared is no friend. He commands a merciless army of ancient Yokudan warriors called the Ankara.
Ouch.
All I know is they are ancient and dangerous.
I mean, I
I've
kind
heard
of put two
intriguing
and two together
rumors from
there.
the Daggerfall Covenant outpost to the west of a champion who appeared about the same time as the Ankara. That may be a good place to start looking for answers.
Alright, so go where I was already going.
One of our number, Errol, has been examining old Nedic writings on the subject. He hopes to find insight into the Celestial's sudden appearance. Errol is smart, but he's not exactly battle-hardened. I'd be
Get him up
grateful
for
if
some
you'd help
knowledge
him.
first.
Tradition holds that the mage, the warrior, and the thief are the guardian star signs. But the magical events in the foothills of Craglorn, including an ever-growing army of Atronachs, suggest that the mage has fallen under the serpent's control.
Yeah, you know, necromancy
The
is also on the
Atronachs
rise.
were originally
Just
summoned
saying.
by a circle of conjurers from the city of Elenhir to defend Craglorn against the Dark Anchors. But it's clear they're answering to another master now. And, if anything, their numbers are growing. I'm at a loss. The conjurers who summoned the Atronachs have disappeared. But since the Atronachs were summoned to defeat the Dark Anchors, perhaps the Dolmens hold a clue. Strange
There's
things.
more?
Difficult to describe. A large spell scar in the middle of the desert, and the appearance of 2 high elves in Belkarth, each claiming to be the mage herself. It's as if the mage
Are we
tried to
living
fight
the
back against the
out
serpent and
Shadowdale,
lost.
Huntress, and what's the other book?
I wouldn't rule it out, but I haven't had time to look into their claims. You're free to investigate, but be wary of a trap. The serpent could simply be baiting us. Last I heard, the women were still at the Crossroads Tavern
So
here
hit
in
up the dude
Belkarth.
for knowledge, check with the 2 chicks, and then head towards Wayrest. Can do. Let's put some can do together with our will do. See what happens then. Hold on. Is there any... Where's your dude here? He's out here, huh? That's... Apparently this is what we're doing. Find out some knowledge.
Help!
Help.
Please, you must help. There was
No,
a terrible
son,
accident.
my docket's
My
full.
colleague is in grave danger. My colleague, Kelman Locke, with sorcerers he leads my circle, or Lehadai. We sought to shatter a dark anchor at its base, to show the Fighters Guild we can do it more efficiently, so we traveled to the Proving Grounds Dolmen, but our plan went horribly awry.
Horribly awry. How
The
so?
circle summoned Atronachs to destroy the dark anchor. Instead, they turned on the circle. One of the Celestials must have caused it. I'm no
It wasn't
conjurer.
you, is what you said. I would also at that point possibly intimate that it was not me, but it might be you. I guess I'm going to the whatchamacallit grounds, because I need to talk to that dude anyways, so... Alright. Where are we headed, ultimately? Talk to Bastari, go to the Proving Grounds. But yeah, like I said, the graphics on this are just incredible. They had a really involved approach, and they haven't stopped. They got a hold of the lady who did the Game of Thrones cookbook. Oh, I might not survive that. And they had her put together something similar. So... Oh, baby. They had her put together something similar because they love that immersive experience. You know, that's always been a part of what they did. So that was really, really kind of incredible. I went out and got that, obviously. Been cooking out of that. That's on the channel. So definitely a cool thing to participate in if you have, you know, people over for watch parties. If you know, do D&D night, or if someone that you care about does do D&D night. Oh, it's not Altour. Hold on. She looks like she's like
I wish I
literally
had time
right.
to help Errol, but my hands are full right now.
Let's hear your story.
These are dark times, and the Stargazers are a shadow of who we once were. But our role remains more important than ever. Me? Oh, I'm just picking up supplies for the observatory. Not a task for someone who has seen and done all that you have.
So we might go for
Errol,
dungeon
on the
crawl.
other hand, was going on about ancient ruins and magical amulets or some such. It all sounded very exciting.
I'm excited.
A researcher. Very bright, but often too absorbed in his work, if you ask me. Still, I like to help him when I can. Right now, he's on the trail of... Oh, it's better if you just ask him about it. I'd just get it all wrong.
I guess that I will then. Started the corrupted stone I'm getting deeper and deeper here. Canopied tents, definitely different. Where is Harold is above. Oh, definitely got sidetracked there. Hold on. I think he'll still send me around. So we'll hit him up and then we'll see what happens at the sundered stone there. I have a stack of books that I'm reading through actually. They released some actually good fantasy recently, which is awesome. So I bought a whole bunch of it, the YA novels. But I also picked up this old Mercedes Lackey series that I used to read. So I've been reading back through that as well, and that definitely, this is reminiscent of that. Oh, hold on, we might be trending incorrectly here. Hello.
Of all the... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. No, of course not. I've got everything well in hand. I just... Oh, who am I kidding? Mistress Nuzdora sent me looking for some star maps. Why anyone would keep something like that in an inn, I'll never know. You've no idea. These books and papers, it's like a giant ate a library, got sick, and then threw it all back up. No rhyme or reason, just piles. Thank you. Ugh, back to it, I guess. Mara, help me.
Have fun. Stargazer Nugent.
I've been waiting days for a reputable escort to Evermore. Nothing but low-born hooligans and toothless drovers in this 8-forsaken place. I'll not have my things handled by such people.
At least she got, who could say no to standards? Hello?
Excuse me. Hara says you've joined our number. That's very exciting, because I believed I've discovered something that could help us understand who or what the Celestials really are. Certain Nedic writings suggest this isn't the first time the Celestials have appeared in Craglorn. They're legends mostly, but there's truth in them. They describe apex stones that connect the Celestials to Tamriel in some fashion.
So?
I believe I know the location of the warrior's apex stone. It's written, "In Kardala, the warrior waits." But the way is sealed. We need a Nedic high priest's amulet to enter. Unfortunately, the needs disappeared centuries ago.
Photo, all you're bringing is problems.
Go to the ruin of Shada's Tyr, the site of an ancient Nedic temple. I'm confident we can find the amulet we need there. But be wary.
Dwarven Runes, I have 2 quests there. We're starting to line them all up now. Tell me about the needs,
We don't know a lot about them. They were an early race who settled in Craglorn. What history we do know tells a tale of enslavement and invasion. The Dwemer, the Aelids, and finally, the Yakutans all had their way with the Needs.
Ouch! Worse than being a snow elf.
The Needs apparently followed a variety of customs and religious practices, adapting to whatever invaders were currently overwhelming them. One of those customs was star worship. The Skystone amulet was a symbol of the priestly office.
I mean, if they kept them.
Nedic writings suggest that the Needs may have been slaves at sites like Mitharnaz, and they may have adopted some dwarven practices. But the dwarves are such a mystery, it's impossible to guess what those practices might have been. Nedic writings talk about the apex stones in a variety of ways, but they all agree that there is a connection between the stars and these stones. If we can understand that connection, perhaps we can find out how to stop the Celestials.
Whether it's a trap or a defense. Alright. Fair enough. Good stuff. Can I just jump this? Cause of death, fall damage. That's what I aim for. That's what I live for. Oh, thought there was a door here. There it's not. Out to Greater Belcarp! Search for the amulet. Whee! Oh, and also a forge. Is there a forge nearby, son? No. Great. Steal from. Hold on. Who are you? Yasmin? What's up, Yasmin? No. No, Yasmin. No. She don't want to talk to me. Just like, no go. Leather worker. Hold on. They don't have forges here? You must! Crate is empty. Hat. We have the armor. Wagon wheel weavers. So... if I have anything to work with, I can do this. There's no way there's an open air market like this and I can't work with anything. Pulsus wagon with flavor. Pilgrim's pouch. Timberline market. Nothing. I had thought that you would have...
Look,
there you go.
I have this necklace and these rings. They
Get
have
in
to be
line.
worth something.
Half the patricians of Elenir came to Belkarth to sell their valuables. Must be pretty bad over there.
Nothing
Pretty
to work
bad.
with.
The
I don't
hedge
have a
mages have
forge.
destroyed most of the city.
Merchant's orders to his guards. I guess I'll examine that. Who wouldn't? Friend, you would too. My loyal guards have been subject to a large number of complaints and jeers at my expense. I want to make absolutely clear anyone mentions what happens at Zelga's den again. Face a severe penalty. Wages will be docked. Extra duties will be assigned. I'll have you taken before a priest of Archaean accused of spreading malicious rumors of Daedric origin. Never want mention of Thalia's retreat again. Alright. Great swords. No forges. You're killing me, Smalls. I thought for sure that I could do this. Well, I don't suppose you want to buy anything.
Haggling. I can't control.
I want to be able to dismantle. Oh, well, might as well repair all. Just take the hit there. Not so much. Doesn't you want to buy my junk? Merchant, are you? What are people doing to me here? Kind of savage backwater. I have a forge for us to mess around with. Gem and flask. Probably not. Alright, well we're about to go cross country trekking it, so stick with it, Ness. So next time you tune in, we're going to be picking up the Sky Amulet. Really cool place. We're running around the Dominion, and then out into my area under the Daggerfall Covenant. So I am Aliera of Wayrest. Hopefully this has been a really cool experience for you as well. We love having you guys along. Hit the subscribe button, absolutely free. There's a link in the description below if you want to play ESO with us while you're waiting for Elder Scrolls 6. They constantly update. They have events. They just released Greymoor, which extends. You can go into part of Skyrim, but it does extend it. So if that was your home base, if you get the feels from that, the way that I do from Wayrest, then you know that's a great way to do it. That's available now. So come join us. Or, you know, just hang out, like, comment, subscribe. It's free, make this chick smile. We love you guys. Thank you so much for coming along for the ride, and as always, much love.